Hi everybody, this is Tim from Boatshed Brokers on board this Jeanneau Merryfisher 655 for a look around her cockpit and interior in virtual reality. Now what does that mean for you? Well, that means that you can drag your screen or swipe your screen up, down, left or right, and you can look around where you like, whenever you like. You don't have to look where I'm looking, and we hope that that will give you a really good idea as to what it's like to be on this boat without actually being here. How cool is that? Now, some people are sensitive to the movement of the camera, so if you feel that may be you, I will let you know when the camera is about to be moved, so you can avert your eyes, and then once the camera is safely back down, I'll let you know, and you can return to me for the rest of the tour. But let's hope that doesn't happen, shall we? So here we are on this boat. As you can see, she's a nice white colour. We've got a nice big cockpit here. I'm going to stand out of the way and just talk about it. There we go. So lots of space in the middle. We do have a cockpit table which is just stowed behind the helm seats there if we want a nice table. We've got U-shaped seating. So on top of the after end of the engine binnacle here, we've got a seat with a thoughtfully placed backrest there as well, so we're not leaning on the windows or in the gap here. As we go around the cockpit, on the starboard side there we have a cupboard underneath, and we also have a cupboard underneath where the camera is too. To get to the engine, very simple. We can either lift the cockpit sole up like that, lovely great big area underneath. We can see the after part of the engine, and I'll show you where we see the forward part of the engine very shortly. To get in and out of the cockpit, really nice and easy. We've got a removable seat here, a removable seat pad here as well, and the companionway door just opens up like that. There we go, and we're straight out onto the really nice large sized swim platform on the back with the swim ladder incorporated. Almost the full athwartship's length of the or width of the boat, and just under a metre from fore to aft, so actually really nice size. Could be great fun for the kids, great fun for fishing, etc, etc. Love it. Also notice around the cockpit here, we've always got something to hold on to here, so we've got grab rails either side, we've got grab rails either side here, handhold here, and grab rails for the back there if you're standing here or if you're on the swim platform as well. So always something to feel nice and secure with, which I really like. To get to the foredeck or around the sides, we've got a step on each side or a step over onto the top of the cupboard there, and we're straight down, no problem at all. Very nice. So let's pick you up, and I'll take you through the sliding doors companionway, and I'm going to just place you on top there. So there we go, you're just in front of the helm position. So I've come through the sliding door there, very nice indeed. And if you just take a moment to pause, head height, I'm 5'9", well over 6 feet there, and a pause to look around through the windows. We've got great visibility on this boat. Lovely big windows, so almost a 360-degree vision apart from the bars, etc., which is brilliant for watchkeeping at sea, keeping an eye out on other boats, etc, etc. Very good. Nice, easy to clean headlining here. It's not a headlining, it's bare GRP, really easy to wipe, no problem at all. And you can see that we've got two opening windows, port and starboard, so that's great for the helm to be able to coax his crew nicely, not bellowing, or just to open both and get some cross breeze through as well. Really lovely. I mentioned getting through to the engine, so we can get through to the after section of the engine in the cockpit. If you want to get through to the forward section, then we just lift the seats forward like this, and we've got access down to the forward part of the engine, as I mentioned. Two new seats on this boat, which are really rather nice looking. They look nice and comfortable to me. Sitting on a plinth with a footrest down here just above the sole, which underneath we find the battery. And in front of the helm we've got a wheel, we've got the throttle, so we've got a nice place to sit here. I've got my feet on the footrest, wheel straight in front of me, throttle here, opening window here. I've got a nice big chart plotter in front of me. I've got the engine speed, I've got the fuel levels, I've got my electric switches and the radio as well, no problem. We've got a little hatch above us as well, so all in all, really nice place to sit and drive this boat from, I think. And again, just mention this really lovely view, and we do have some tinted windows as well, which is absolutely lovely. So I'll leave the helm to one side for the moment, and I'll just go round, turn around and come back in, because you can see slightly obstructed here by the seat, but just a bit of a step through and you're in. On the port side we have a moulded galley unit, cupboards underneath, plenty of room under there for your bits and pieces, your pots, pans, etc. If you do bring a cooker with you, because we're not fitted with an actual cooker on this boat. What we do have is a big deeply fiddled shelf here. We've got a sink here with a manual pump here. You can see the kettle nestling in there, and a sort of odds and ends big binnacle there. Bit of a chopping board here, or perhaps a shelf for a 1 or 2 ring burner if you bring one on board, but do be careful. Fiddled as well all the way round, so we're going to prevent all the juices slopping over, etc, etc. And finally we have a stereo inset into there as well, so pretty much a basic galley unit, no cooker. Are you likely to be cooking on this boat? Possibly not, but if you wanted to, you could bring some small stove with you, but you just need to be a little bit careful with the heat, etc, etc, and people walking by. But that might be up to you. So let's pick you up again and take you straight down to the heads compartment. So down here, turn right, we find the heads compartment. There we go. I'm just going to turn my phone to silence. There we go. Please stop ringing. There we go. And we find ourselves in the heads compartment. Very nice and easy to get into, no problem. Head height isn't great, so we're about here. So I think that most people would be tending to use this area sitting down, but and generally people would use heads ashore. But if you get caught short, there's somewhere to go. We've got a nice manual head. We've got great access to the discharge overboard and the inlet there. Really nice to see, and a small auxiliary shelf to the starboard aft side of the compartment. And then just here, set against the bulkhead, we've got what I think look like infills for here to make this into a nice big double bed, to be confirmed. So very good. So let's pick you up again and remove you from the heads compartment, close the door on that, and set you down on the starboard sofa. There we go. So a couple of steps down, and we've got a lovely great big area here. There's a fixture here for a table as well, so we can have a nice table down here too. And you can see the groove where the boards fit in to give us a double, and we can see we've got really nice cushions down here. Upholstery looks great. We have storage under here, storage under there, and storage under there. And on the outside of the boat, or the hull, you can see we've got bare GRP, we've got bare GRP above, nice and easy to wipe, no material, no sagging vinyl. And around the port side here, you've got a big swooping, fairly deeply fiddled shelf, there we go, and a smaller, not quite swooping as far shelf on the right hand side there. Forward bulkhead, we can see we've got nice wood, we've got a stereo speaker either side and a clock inset into it as well, and a hatch above for light and ventilation. What more could you need? So let's pick you up and we'll go back to the cockpit just to give you another idea of how it is to walk through this boat. So a couple of steps up, past the helm seat, into the companionway, and we're back out into the sun, but not today because it's a bit cloudy. So this has been Tim from Boatshed Brighton Yacht Brokers, just taking you for a tour around this 2008 Jeanneau Merry Fisher 655. Thanks for watching. Always a pleasure to have you along with us, and do keep an eye out for more reviews in the future. Thank you. Take care.